12 blogs, vlogs, podcasts, and webinars. I've pared down these slides, quite frankly, mostly because there are way too many slides on blogs themselves. So let's start there. What are some history of blogs? Well, they date back to the 1990s. I know, ancient history, right? A blog in its earliest form was an online diary, dear diary, where people would share their thoughts about their daily lives. I gotta be honest, some of the most ineffective blogs are still online diaries. Hint, hint. First blog, Justin Hall, 1994, was just his personal homepage, Justin's Links. A word blog coined in 1997 from Weblog. So it was a web log of, say, for example, what Justin was doing. So web log and blog. There we go. Take the B from here, the LOG from there. Blog. That's how it came about. What is a blog? It's a regular feature appearing as a part of an online publication that typically relates a particular topic and consists of articles and personal commentary by one or more authors. Characteristics of a blog is written in first person. It's a collection of thoughts on a variety of topics, includes links, pictures, videos. It's accessible online for free, just like these videos. Searchable in search engines and updated frequently. It allows the reader engagement through likes, comments, and shares. It could be something like you're an enthusiast for, I don't know, antique cameras, and you can follow a blog that does nothing but talk about antique cameras. But what type of blogs do you think is the most popular? It looks like fashion blogs, food blogs. People love talking and showing off on food. Those two run away really well, especially the fashion stuff. Travel blogs, beauty blogs, some stuff that doesn't do as well. Outdoor blogs, which I thought would be a little better performing. And how dare they pick on humor. Pet blogs. People are not that interested in your, cat. I'm sorry to break your heart, but they're not. Relationship blogs, home decor, personal finance, political blogs, and then, the big boys over here, design, fitness blogs, lifestyle, mom blogs. I'm sure Karen blogs is somewhere in here, fashion blogs, food blogs. Again, humor, way too low. Blogging platforms, what can you use to blog? WordPress is the big one. 76.3 million blogs published each week. Wix, which is also a website company. Blogger, Medium.com, and Tumblr. 496 million accounts, but far more published on WordPress, which is far and away kind of the name brand blogging site. Bloggers has many benefits to marketers. It can increase brand awareness. You can humanize the brand. You can also interact as well. You can facilitate word of mouth online, so word of mouth marketing. You can provide an easy way to keep customers up to date on the industry trends. Those people who want to take a little deeper dive into your product. They're really interested in, say, running shoes, and they want to learn more about what goes into making running shoes and what's coming next. They can learn about company products and services. They can create a meaningful and shareable conversations with customers, so it's pretty interactive. Some disadvantages of blogging: it's a large time commitment. There's no instant payback. You're just hoping it's going to work. New blog content needs to be added regularly or people quit following you. There's a large saturation of blogs online today. No, that should say blogs. A few typos in here. There's a large saturation of blogs online today, and it takes time to build a large following. Hey, by the way, these slides are put together by Stu Camp. Blame them, not blogs. And ROI, return on investment, can be difficult to measure. It's kind of hard to see if you're reaching people. What you like to see is a lot more interaction from your customers. And first of all, who are your customers? Again, I feel like I say this every week. Identify your target market. Have a clear understanding of your target audience. What do they want to know about? What topics will resonate with them? Can you create a customer persona for them? 32 types of blog posts you can write about. How-to tutorials. Problem solution. I'm just skipping around here. Reports, challenges, cheat sheets, checklists, videos, which will lead into vlogging, case studies, memes, favorites, what ifs, giveaway questions, current events, behind the scenes stories. A lot of writers write blogs. They have no other way to reach their people, so they're trying to get a following by posting, say, short stories. Inspirational blogs, FAQs, parody posts, comedy, timeline, interview, that type of thing. Controversial. Don't know why I skipped over that because, well, I guess that's controversial. Writing a catchy blog titles like these to get way more traffic. Best performing content. What 10 studies say about the best times to post on social media? That'll go clicks. 9 types of blog posts that are proven to boost your traffic. Stuff that doesn't go so well. How to discover awesome writing technique. No one cares. I'm already asleep. 5 teaching theories that will improve your educational content marketing. I don't even know what that means. 20 ways to be creative. when you don't feel inspired. Here's the thing. These titles over here, far more genuine than these very institutionalized, dry titles over here. Find a way to be catchy. Get their attention. Get their attention. All right? These have less page views than these because, well, these are more real. 43 data-driven headline ideas from 1,000 most popular posts. How to meet deadlines when you're sick and tired of missing them. No, click on this one. Don't click on that one. Proofread and publish. Here's the thing. Okay, I read enough papers from you guys. You need to proofread and publish what you put on your blog post. Make sure you run a comb through it. Make sure it doesn't reek of grammatical errors. Have different writers or editors proofread all the blog posts before they are published. Have somebody that can read it. In your mind, you know what you wrote, and sometimes you didn't write it or there's an error in it, and you still read it as what you had in your head, but on the paper, it says bogs and not blogs. So you want to make sure you do more than spell check. Vlogs, video blogs. A vlog is a video blog, a blog in video format. I like vlogs. It involves a vlogger or video blogger taking to the camera in first person to share their everyday activities in a more personal way over traditional blog. Vlogs were propelled forward with the launch of YouTube in 2005. Vlogs are, like this little kid from Switzerland who my kids like to watch him open up presents all day long, and that kid makes like $1 million. Why didn't I think of that? Vlogging is just blogging, but in video format. Why is vlogging so popular today? Well, same reason why Instagram is popular today. People like short videos. They like pictures. They like getting an in-depth view into the lives of real people. Vloggers are authentic, inspirational, and indefinable. They're entertaining. People like to watch TV, right? They make it easy to engage and interact directly with the viewers, and they foster deeper relationships. There are vloggers for nearly every category and genre. So if you're just into, I don't know, jiu-jitsu, I'm sure there's a vlogger that can, go through these jiu-jitsu type workouts, and you can learn more about jiu-jitsu. And they're very easy to create. Everybody's got an iPhone, smartphone, whatever, you can create one. Podcast, personal favorite. You can learn on the go, man. Podcasts and audiobooks are the way to get it done. Last year I read 52 books in 52 weeks. How did I do that? On Audible, which is an extension of podcasts. So if you're a slow reader like me, you can even read books while listening. Podcasts are audio versions of vlogs involving recorded audio but not recorded video, although some podcasts have vlogs involved with them. Recorded audio files are streamed online or a mobile device and can be downloaded for offline listening. Say you're driving somewhere, you can listen to a podcast. It's a way to get your information out there. Podcasts they have a variety of themes and topics that are available. Video formats, solo commentary, one-on-one interviews, multi-host talk show, educational, panel or roundtable discussion, narrative storytelling, or fictional or non-fictional storytelling. Love me some podcasts. Love me audible books as well. Podcasts, a small example here. It's almost unreadable, but 1 million active podcast shows and more than 30 million episodes available in over 100 languages. I don't care what you speak or listen to. There's a podcast for you. Podcast benefits, relatively inexpensive to create. It's convenient and easy to consume. Creators establish themselves as thought leaders and connect and build trust with their audiences and reach new audiences, create increased brand awareness, and can be monetized. You can have, shop at the store who sponsors my podcast. I need to get on that. I need to look at Kiesler podcast. I need to do that. That needs to happen. This has inspired me. That's going to happen. All right, McDonald's podcast. Even McDonald's has a podcast. How did their Szechuan sauce cause riots? Listen here, Apple Podcast. The McMillions podcast. How about that? So, McDonald's, after seeing true crime podcasts and their popularity, decided to create an investigative podcast of its own called The Sauce in 2017. It's pretty cool. So McDonald's used it to provide a popular dipping sauce with its chicken nuggets. It tied it in with, hey, you got to go try this after the sauce was discontinued. Okay, so they gave them an outlet, and so McDonald's creates the sauce, right? And then they take it off the market, kind of like they put things on the market and take it back, like the McRib or something. And people freaking loved it. They loved the Szechuan dipping sauce. Well, they took it off the market and people went nuts. They're literally like fighting in the parking lot at McDonald's and like threatening people because the sauce isn't there. Well, McDonald's put together a McMillions podcast to explore. They put some investigative journalists to see how this sauce was such a hit and what caused it to create a riot. It's a good listen. I can't say that I listen to all the McMillion podcasts, but I'll listen to that one. A webinar, it's another form here. A webinar is a live web-based video or telephone conference that uses the internet to connect individuals in brand hosting. The webinar is to audience and listeners or viewers. You can basically have like a conference. So we're coming out of the pandemic. I hope we're coming out of the pandemic. And a lot of things were done online. Well, a lot of things are going to continue to be done online. You can meet with thought leaders across the planet online now, which is one of the kind of silver linings that came out of a pandemic. And you can have webinars. All right. So normally you would go to like a conference like you see pictured here, and there would be like a panel of experts up here. Now you can sit at your house and attend one of these things. It's incredible. So what's the benefit of a webinar? Well, you can always increase your brand awareness. You can reach large audiences. You can establish brands as, your brand as a thought leader. Create authority and trust with consumers. Allow brands to understand target market better and interact directly with customers through Q&As. You can capture leads. Some people who might be interested in your product would attend your webinar, and then you can advertise to them directly. You can speak with them directly, and you can save everybody can save time and money by doing it over the web. It's recorded and repurposed to promote in the future. So once you do a webinar, you can save it and reuse it in the future as needed, which is content creation. That's what I'm doing with these lectures here. Best practices for hosting webinars. Find and select a webinar hosting service. Schedule webinars in advance. Make sure you get the word out there. Send out reminder emails leading up to the webinar. Keep the webinar between 30 minutes to an hour. Host webinars in the morning hours before noon, because that's when the most work gets done in this country. Include a catchy webinar title and make the topic and content interesting, or else people are not going to be interested in signing up for it. You want to choose the best speakers. You want to have some hooks, some interesting people. I'd love to do a webinar with Snoop Dogg, right? If I said, hey, Accuser's going to do a webinar with Snoop Dogg, you guys are tuning in. All right. Make sure materials are being presented that are visually appealing. You don't want it to just be crap. You got to make a nice presentation. Interact with attendees in the chat. Ask for questions. Always have a Q&A session at the end. Wrap up your presentation with advice, a call to action. What do you want people to do next? Hey, sign up for my services and we can reach out to you monthly. Contact information for speakers in the company. Record and make the webinar available after. So you want to record it and then post it later for people who couldn't attend. Promote the webinar across all marketing channels and reach out to leads that you generate from the webinar. If people come to your webinar, they're interested in your product or your service. So make sure you know who they are, have a way of capturing that, and reach back out to them. Promoting via all marketing channels, social media. That's what we're about here in the social media marketing class. Email, advertising, paid social media, press releases, employee outreach, web apps, ads rather, company web pages, and Google AdWords. People search for, say, leadership conference. You want to make sure your leadership conference is the first thing they hit by using Google AdWords. So what's the future of blogs, vlogs, podcasts, and webinars? Blogs, vlogs, podcasts, and webinars. Kind of a catch-all chapter, is it not? More people are on mobile. So people are kind of on that device that you guys are probably looking at in the corner of your eye right now. Heck, you might be watching this video on that. Increasing video consumption. So that's why blogs have moved kind of in the vlogs, and then people are on the go. So podcasts have become a thing. And then now, you don't have to go to a big conference room in Vegas, although it might be fun. You can watch a webinar from your house. It's no flight, no travel, no nothing. You can increase brand awareness, foster relationships with your customers. Blogs, vlogs, podcasts, and webinars are vital for many brands' marketing efforts today. So if you have like an interest, if you're into, I don't know, collecting baseball cards, or you're into learning more about sailing ships, sailing boats, whatever, there's a blog, there's a vlog, there's a podcast, there's a webinar on it. I can guarantee you. You just have to look for it. It's a wonderful time to be alive. You can find information everywhere. So that's kind of a condensed look at Chapter 12, which is Catch-All chapter looking at blogs, vlogs, podcasts, and webinars. Hope you enjoyed it.